You guys, it's Novelist Scene back again with yet another video. Y'all, a lot is going on in March. You got March Mystery Madness, you got Middle Grade March, then you got Women's International History Month, all of that. Oh, and Mahameth Month, which is when you read one book at least, that's 700 or more pages long. And I got a few books in mind for that, but I'm like, now, are we allowed to cheat if it's like a bind up? I'm gonna have to research that. But anyways, here is my TBR. By the time that you get this, I'm not gonna lie, I did already read one book off of my TBR because I made this list like probably a few days ago, but I didn't film until, well, today. And the first one is Nero Alliance series by S.J. Tilley. I think that one is a mafia one, and that has to do with like this mob boss. I don't know if he's a mob boss or not, but basically he is from the police. He goes into someone's window, and she left her window wide open. Girl, what? And basically I guess some romance starts from there. It's part of a series, obviously. And then the next one that we got is Fear Me, Broken Love by B.B. Reed. I'm gonna let you know right now, I already finished this book. Let's just say there's like at least a good hour or so vlog based on it. It wasn't supposed to be dedicated to this book because I was planning on reading other books, but this book, Fear Me, it put me in a loop. It put me almost in a damn reading club, because this was the only book that I was reading, and I was just dragging myself through it, but also talking mad shit, to be honest with you, about these characters. Okay, like, child. Anyways, the next one is Chasing Savannah by Drea Anderson. Now that was the book I was supposed to read in the vlog that's gonna be posted after this video, but honey, never got a chance. I'm still on page 4. I'm invested, and I believe that's an MMF relationship with shifters and stuff. So it's only this is my second book from this author, so might as well jump into their paranormal world, you know. Then we have Splinter by what's her name, Jasper Hyde, and this is a diverse Sleepy Hollow retelling. I mean, y'all see the cover, right? The next one is Sorbid Duet by Nikki Salone, I think. I'm already 54% into this book. It's a bind up of both her, the duology, and I'm into the second book. The reason why it's taking me so long is because I'm terrified for this woman. Like, the first book follows like the older brother, and obviously it's dark romance, has to do with the mafia and stuff. But like the second book, because like the older brother, he never wanted to be part of the mafia life, but he was kind of forced to. And once he got his chance, he was out. Okay, but the brother, any chance that he got, the first one wanted to leave. But the younger brother, who looked up to the father and everything, he's more into the mafia lifestyle, and I can see him wanting to become the next Don, but right now his uncle is the Don right now. So I don't see him. I don't even know if this is Italian. I think it's one of the European countries. It's not Russian. It's not a Russian mob. It's something else. But all I gotta say is, I'm scared for this girl, because the girl is Russian. She's part of the Russian mob, and she is in as a spy. And this younger brother is ruthless. Like, I believe he's worse than his older brother, if you've read the first book. And I'm terrified for this girl. That's why it took me forever to reconsider going back into this world. Because it's only 2 books, but it's like, I'm dragging myself through the second book with the brother. Because I'm like pins and needles with this girl. Because like, I'm just scared. I'm scared, y'all. I'm scared for this girl. And then we got Goldilocks. No, not Goldilocks. Jesus. Goldie and the Three Bears by, what's her name? Theodora? Taylor. Miss Taylor. I'm gonna call her Miss Taylor. I'm sorry. I'm already 61% into it. it shouldn't take me that long to read this book, but it's been in my TBR. I already bought the book anyways, and it's part of a trilogy, but it's also part of a bigger mega world series, like the part of the 50 state interracial series. I'm pretty sure y'all seen it before. But like, yo, it's part of that. But this one has to do with, like, I think, is it basketball players or hockey players? I think it's football players. 3 football players and 1 black girl who's running away from her past. And things happen. Okay. Then we have To the Woman Who He Loves. And this is actually written by 2 authors. Ms. Hodge and I think Ms. Green Dowell? I don't know. I'll post a picture here. This book was actually recommended to me from a coworker who reads more books than I do. Like, she'd be reading like sometimes 300, 400 books a year. I'm like, but she was the one who recommended this book to me, and I'm like, girl, I'm finally getting around to it. It's part of a series, and you start off with this woman writing a letter to her husband who, no, not to her husband, to like the husband mistress, or at least we think is the mistress. I don't know what's going on. I just here for the drama, and I actually own the first book of the series, so there's that. Then we have Work Husband by Octavia Grant. I don't know. See, it reads off like a romance, right? But I feel like there's something else going on. I don't know. I feel like some crazy shit is about to happen. And I'm scared to look at reviews because I accidentally peeked at one. I was like, let me go back. Let me ignore the reviews and just jump right in. So that's what I'm going to be reading today. And of course, we got the last book of the Kings of Italy series by Neela Finley. I don't know, child. It's the mafia version. It follows like the one timid sister out of I forgot the whole family's name, child. But at this point, everybody's getting married, and I feel like the last sister is going to be pawned off to be married off to, because something happened in the last book, right? And something bad, and it has to do with the families, the rival family in that Italian family. So now I feel like they're gonna have to use marriage, of course, to bind the 2 families together. So there's that, and there's one more book, y'all. Hold up. I'm sorry I popped up like this. Guess who's here? It came in the mail, and I feel so bad because like I actually got the ARC. However, the ARC came in to me like what? Maybe a few days before it got published, like literally maybe 2 or 3 days. And I was like, that's not enough time. So I ended up DNFing the ARC and then ended up buying the physical one. I was like, why don't you just, child, I don't know why I do things. Okay. But I finally got it, and I'm going to annotate the shit out of it. And I actually got the second book because I actually owned the first book because I already saw on Kindle Unlimited that they already changed the cover for the Kindle, not Kindle Unlimited, for the Kindle version, for the ebook. I was like, let me get the physical copies of these books before she changed the covers for that. Because, honey, I'm not saying that the covers for the Kindle version is ugly for the Final Strife. But I'm like, no, baby. I want my shit to match. But why do y'all do this to us? Why do you keep changing the covers of shit and they don't maybe matching like midway? I'm like, you couldn't wait until all of them are published. What if I wanted to buy the Kindle version of all the books and then all the books don't look the same on my Kindle version? Some of us are stingy like this. Okay, I know it's first world problems, but I don't care. Why? But yeah, hopefully I get to this. I've seen some mixed reactions. Makes me wish I could have read the ARC before I returned it, but it is what it is. So, and I also got the second one since I already plan on reading the second book this year. Let's see if I can do this month or next month. I don't know, but this is definitely something that I want to read this year. Okay, and this, honey, here's the thing. I thought this is kind of short. Because, the Final Strife, them books are big, honey. Them books are big. And I was really hoping that, the first book was at least 700 pages long. But it's not. It's not. So I guess I'm going to have to look for another book for the Mammoth month or something. Child, Is the second book at least 700 pages long? I don't know, but that book is also thick as hell. Okay, with that being said, tell me what the hell you gonna read. Okay, and I'll see you next time. Bye.